everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Make It Monday. Okay, we're doing something really simple, like super simple. I thought you could come along with me while I made my breakfast today. So we're in a new year. I am really trying to clean up my diet and trying to eat better. So I do use my Fitness Pal. Typically I go through it the day before and I put in all my food and beverages for the next day to plan everything out. Now, my fitness journey is probably very different than most people's. Everyone is kind of unique with what they're trying to achieve and what their goals are and what they need to do to get there. So I'm still learning about myself and how my body works, how many calories I need in a day to help me lose weight. Also, every day is different. If it's a day I'm training, if it's a day I'm not. So I'm still trying to find the right formula to get to my goal. So my breakfast is probably going to look like nothing to most of you. Okay. I want to start by saying I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. This is just my experience, my opinions. Please, before you do anything, you need to speak with your healthcare provider, whoever that may be. Okay? This is going to look like I'm not eating anything. I get that. There's a couple things about me you need to either know or remember. I am a post-bariatric patient, which means I have had weight loss surgery. So already we're in a completely different ballpark than most people. There are certain things I need to do and certain things I can't do. So that is why my breakfast is going to look pathetic to most people. Okay. But this is my breakfast today. This is a judgment-free zone. Constructive criticism, opinions, those I will accept, but as long as they don't come with any malicious intent or hate. Okay. So we're going to start by making a coffee. Now, here's the thing. I love Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks girl through and through. Last year, I went to Starbucks a lot. I probably went to Starbucks at least 4 times a week, at least. I think it's safe to say I'm addicted to it. I do love it. But as we know, Starbucks is quite pricey. Okay? So I'm doing my best this year to save money and not spend money unnecessarily, which means 90% of my Starbucks trips now happen in my kitchen. So this is where I'm making my coffee. Protein is really important for my diets. So I'm trying to focus on protein. So I'm not just having any kind of coffee. I'm having a Brewst. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Brewst, this is what it looks like. This is a protein coffee, okay? I buy mine at Costco. You can get it other places, I'm sure. This is the light roast, cold brew, my favorites. They also offer a dark roast and a mocha. Light roast is my favorite. This has 20 grams of protein in it, and it's 120 calories. Okay, so it's pretty good. It also tastes really good. Now, I typically am an iced coffee girl. I like iced coffee even in the winter, so we're going to be making an iced coffee today. I'm going to show you how I do it. It's fairly simple. Now, also, if I have any friends out there who happen to be Starbucks baristas, please help me, because I really want to recreate what you do, the magic you create. I want to do in my kitchen. Now, I understand I may not have all the same tools as you, so it may not be exact, but any tips or tricks you can give me, I would appreciate. Just for a frame of reference, my favorite drink at Starbucks for the holiday season is the iced sugar cookie latte. Favorite. So if you can help me recreate that, I would appreciate it. I've been looking for sugar cookie syrup. I cannot find it. So please help me. Today, we're just going to be making kind of an English toffee iced cold brew with a vanilla sweet cream. That's kind of our goal. So let's see how we do. First, I'm going to start with a cup. This is just a little plastic Starbucks cup. You can buy this at Starbucks. They were cheap. I think like $3. I don't know. It does come with the lid. But you'll see it has the markings on it just like a Starbucks cup. These are great. So I really like this. It also tricks my brain into thinking I'm drinking a Starbucks. And I've talked about tricking your brain before. I've talked about how, you know, you can control your brain a little bit by doing little things to make it think something it isn't. For example, drinking an iced coffee, 1 second, out of this cup, or drinking it out of this cup. Obviously, that Starbucks symbol tells my brain it's Starbucks, and it actually makes it taste a bit better. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Okay, back to the coffee. I do keep mine in the fridge. You don't have to. They are shelf stable, okay, but I like it cold. So I'm just going to give it a little shaky shake. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to start by pouring this into our cup. You get a pretty good amount. You get a pretty good amount. So you'll see it took it all the way up to this line. Okay? We will set this aside and rinse it out later. So why don't we go into this now? We'll leave that there for a minute. This is my Pampered Chef milk frother. Okay? There's many different types of frothers you can get. You can get little hand ones. You can get electric ones. Lots of different ones. I got this one from Pampered Chef. This is very expensive, but I really, really like it. Don't worry, I didn't pay full price. I never do. I really like it. This can do a hot foam or a cold foam. So obviously I'm making a cold drink. We're going to do a cold foam. So it has a little lid. It has a little stirry thing in the bottom. And it does, it's hard to see, but it does have measurements on the side. Okay? Then it has the little base that's plugged in. So it's really important as a bariatric patient that I measure everything. I know it can be a pain, but it's important because I need to really stick to things. So what I'm going to use is some whipping cream and my milk of choice. I like the Silk brand unsweetened organic soy milk, okay? Now, I know a lot of people, there's controversy over soy milk, soy products. I get it. I hear it. I've read a lot of things. The reason I use soy milk compared to other milk alternatives is because soy milk has the highest protein content that I can find. And protein is very important for my diet as a post-bariatric patient. So, not that I need to justify anything, but just so you understand why I'm using soy milk, okay? So I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of soy milk. Put it right into my frother. Okay. And now we're going to do 2 tablespoons of whipped cream, or whipping cream, heavy cream, if you will. Now I've tried all different ratios of this. I've heard baristas say, no, it's supposed to be 3 tablespoons whipping cream, 2 tablespoons milk. I've done that ratio. I don't notice much of a difference between the opposite way of what I'm doing today, and the calories is where I see the difference. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, now to that, I'm going to take, these are my favorite syrups. This is vanilla flavored. This is the Jordan's Skinny Syrup brand. Okay, I love these. You can buy these pretty much anywhere. Sobeys carries them. Amazon carries them. I've recently found out that Popeye Supplements carries them. They're anywhere from $6.99 to $8.99 is kind of the range of price. They last a very long time. The pumps come separate. I bought these pumps off of Amazon. But they're great because they're 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything down the board. They just give you flavor and sweetness, which is what I need in a coffee. So I'm going to put 2 pumps of vanilla into this. We're going to put the lid on, and we're going to turn it on, and we're just going to let it do its thing. It's going to stir, it's going to mix, it's going to make it frothy. That's what we love. Okay, back to our Bruised Blonde Cold Brew. What I like to add to this is more milk. I like my coffees and things creamy. So I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of my Silk brand soy milk. You can use a coffee creamer that's flavored. I'm using this because, again, more protein, less calories. But in my fridge, 1 second, I do have the Silk brand oat dairy-free creamer, and this is in the maple brown sugar flavor. Yum. You can use this as well. However, this is way more calories. A tablespoon of this is 25 calories and no protein. So there is a difference. And for the month of January, I'm working really hard to watch my intake. So that will be a February thing. So let's get back to a 1/4 cup, okay, of our milk. Now, you can use any kind of syrup you want. I have many different flavors. This one is not the Jordan brand. This one I found at Winners for $7.99. This price is still on there. This is the brand, the London Beverage Company. I don't really notice any difference. This one is the English toffee flavor. And again, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything. Now, if you look up Starbucks, how many pumps of syrup they put, this is a venti size, or what Starbucks considers a large. This is for an iced coffee, which is what we're doing. Starbucks puts in 6 pumps of syrup. So we're going to put in 6 pumps. Now, I should also say, if you don't like flavored syrups, don't worry, I got you. If you don't like flavor, you just like sweetness, you're going to want to get the Jordan Skinny Syrup in simple syrup. Again, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything, okay? This is just sweet. There's no flavor to it. It's just sweet. I use this in my regular teas and things like that instead of granulated sugar. It's so much better. Okay, back to the pumps. 6 pumps. Now, the nice thing about this is you can adjust it to your taste. Maybe that's too much for you. Do less. Maybe you want more. Do more. 0 calories, 0 sugar. I don't care if you guzzle the whole bottle. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me put that over here. Now, what I'm going to do, you can see with all of that, it has now brought me up to this line. Okay? We still have room in our cup, though. Don't worry, we're not done yet. Ice. Crucial to an iced coffee, right? This is my eCozy Nugget Ice Maker. I absolutely love it. This was given to me by my husband. It's fantastic. It's my favorite. Okay? We turn it on every morning. It makes ice all day. Every time I need a beverage, I come here. I use my little scoop. It's quick. It's easy. It's efficient. I love it. I did do a whole review on this machine in a past video. Go check it out if you're interested in tabletop or countertop ice makers. Okay, so I'm going to put in some ice. Again, up to you how much ice you want to do. I'm an icy girl. I like ice. So now I've put it about an inch. There's about an inch there. Since I've been talking, our frother is done. It's turned our milk into a froth. So we're going to just pour that over the top. Get all that goodness out of there, people. Okay. So now we've got that beautiful variation of color from the sweet cream and the coffee. And last but not least, I like cinnamon powder, okay? Ground cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good for your body. It's an anti-inflammatory. There's got a lot of great properties. I love cinnamon. I put it on a lot of things. So I just want to take this and do a little, okay, maybe a lot because I like cinnamon. Okay, so you've got your cinnamon on top. Looks great. Put your straw in it. Give it a taste. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, love it. And that's my coffee for today. Now, like I said, if there's any baristas out there, please give me all the tips and tricks. Give me all of them. I would like to try other coffee drinks. So that's what we're going to do. Now, that's my beverage. Now, as a post-bariatric patient, this is one rule that I absolutely hate and I do not follow. Not because I don't want to follow it. I have a hard time following this rule. The rule is, do not eat and drink at the same time. I have tried, but it's impossible for me. I grew up in the 80s. You always had a beverage with your food. My father would routinely choke on food a lot, and it was terrifying. So I was always taught to have a beverage with your food because if you choke, you have something there to wash it down. I cannot tell you, again, I also have almost choked on my food numerous times. So for me, it's a fear thing. And I'm telling you, by having that beverage there, I saved myself from choking at least half a dozen times. So I don't think I will ever be able to stop that. But that is one of the rules of a post-bariatric patient. So don't do as I do. Do as I say if you are a post-bariatric patient or someone in the program. But anyway, that's pretty much the only rule I don't follow. But that's the beverage. Now we're going to get into the food portion. Okay. We're going to take a quick pause. I'm going to put this stuff away. I'm going to move you to this side because you're going to need access to my stove. Okay. So I'll be back in just a jiff. See you soon. Okay, guys, we are back for the food portion of today's breakfast. Like I said, it's not a lot, okay? We're making bacon. That's it, just bacon, and only 4 slices, okay? I know, it's not a lot, but as a post-bariatric patient, one of the things that I do is I typically don't eat a lot, but I eat frequently. So right now I'm having 4 strips of bacon. In like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm going to have a snack. And then another hour and a half, 2 hours later, I'm going to have lunch. So I do eat small, but I eat a lot throughout the day. I eat frequently. Not a lot of food, but frequently. Because as a post-bariatric patient, our digestive system and nutrition in our body is different. So basically whatever goes in, it does not stay in my body for long. It doesn't stay in there long enough for my body to be able to absorb all the nutrients and all those kinds of things before it exits my body. So that's why it's important to just eat a little bit at a time, but eat frequently, okay? Bacon. I've got my frying pan. I've got it on medium heat. Now I love animals, and I don't like to eat pork. Pigs are cute. I can't do it. So I have vegetarian bacon. Now, I have tried many different types of vegetarian and vegan bacons. This one, in my opinion, is the best. And unfortunately, it's extremely hard to find if you live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So there are these little strips. They're fairly thin. It looks like fat and meat, but it's not. I can't even tell you what this is made out of because the packaging this comes in is 100% unmarked. I know it sounds weird. It's literally a cardboard with the bacon on it and a clear plastic over it. That's it. The brand is Morning Star. They create a lot of vegetarian products. A lot of them are very good. But that's the brand. And I absolutely love it. One strip of they call them breakfast strips. If you're looking, Morning Star breakfast strips. Okay. I call it bacon. One strip is about 30 calories. Okay. I'm going to have 4 for breakfast. Now, even though I'm only having 4, I'm going to probably put 6 in the pan, however many fit, because then I can cook them and then it's a quick protein snack for me. If I'm hungry or something, I can just grab a piece of bacon out of the fridge. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use olive oil to put in here because vegan or vegetarian bacon is not made from animals. So it's missing 2 main ingredients, fat and salt. Okay. Pigs, I used to eat bacon from pigs, very fatty, very salty, right? So a lot of times you didn't have to put any oil in your pan because the bacon itself was full of oil. I like to add a little olive oil. Now you can use whatever kind of oil you want, but I like olive oil. So I'm just going to put a little in there, not a ton, like just a little, you guys. So my pan's already hot, so I just poured it on there. Hang on. Oh, today. Okay, it's fine. No grease fire today, please. Okay, so my pan's already hot. We're just going to let that kind of do its thing. Now, I do have salt, and I like pepper. Pepper, I love. I think pepper has a lot of healing properties to it. Again, great anti-inflammatory. I think it's really good for your body. So I do use a lot of pepper in my cooking. So I'm just going to put in my bacon. This does cook very similar to real bacon. I want you to be able to see this. Okay. Can you hear the sizzle? Probably 6. So you get about 18 strips in a package, and a package costs me about, I think it's like $7.99 or $8.99 for a package. I don't know what the going price of bacon in the stores is. I'm going to say it's probably at least $7, so it's pretty close in price. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to add my salt. And again, as much or as little as you want. You don't have to add salt and pepper. My husband and daughter are not a fan of pepper, but I am. So when I'm just cooking for me, you guys, I like a lot of pepper. I like a lot of pepper, okay? This doesn't take long to cook. It doesn't take long. It smells so good. Now, like I said, I've tried a lot of different vegetarian bacons. This one, now I like crispy bacon. This one crisps up really quickly and really crispy. I actually haven't been able to make this not crispy. So if you don't like crispy bacon, you probably won't like it. But I think the taste is very close to real bacon. The crispiness is very close to it. I like that they have these kind of white marbling through it because it does make it look like fat, like in real bacon. Again, tricking our brain, right? We need to trick our brain to think this is bacon. That's why I also add in the olive oil and the salt. Real bacon, right? Now, like I said, this is very difficult to find. I'm just going to show you here. So on the one side, you can see how it's browned already? Then I'm just going to flip it. Once you flip it, it's almost done, you guys. Really hard to find this. We have what I call the food truck that comes through a couple times a year. And they're actually a Christian store in Lacombe, Alberta. It's called the ABC store. And they sell a ton of vegetarian and vegan products. Some of them you can find in the stores. A lot of them you can't. They bring these in from other places. So this is where I get my bacon from. So when they come through, I buy a case of bacon at a time because I need it to last me until they come through again. It's really good, you guys. I guess I need a plate. Hang on. So got our little, isn't this cute? Look, appetizers. I got this at the thrift store. I love it. I got like, I don't know, 6 of them. How many plates did I get? 4 of them. Love them. I use them all the time. Now, if you wanted to add more salt or pepper, you could. I don't typically. So you can see it's brown on both sides. And that's it. You take them out. You put them on your plate. Like I said, pop them in the fridge. These reheat really well and quickly. And that's it, you guys. That's it. We have our plate of bacon. They're so good. And like I said, I'm only eating 4 strips for my breakfast, and that's my breakfast. And I know it doesn't look like much. And I know a lot of you are probably saying, hey, why don't you have some eggs? Eggs are great protein. You know what? You're right. I used to love eggs. Ever since I've had my bariatric surgery, let me turn this burner off before I burn myself. I don't know what it is. I can't eat eggs anymore. I try. It's something, the smell of them and the texture of them, I cannot do it. If they're in something, like if they're in a French toast or they're in baking, I'm okay with it. But just eating eggs on their own, I've tried all different ways. Poached eggs used to be my absolute favorites, like poached eggs on toast. Loved it. I've tried all different ways of making eggs. I can't do it. The only egg that I've been able to eat was the Starbucks cheese and egg sandwich. I could eat that. But even that, in the last month or so, like in December when I tried to eat it, again, I was starting to get, like, There's something about eggs I cannot do. I don't know. It's unfortunate because you're right. Eggs are a really great source of protein. I just can't do it. So let's have a bite of my bacon. It's so good, you guys. Like, it's so good. Mmm. Now, it has been a long time since I've had real bacon. But this tastes like real bacon to me. I could be completely wrong because it's been so long since I've had real bacon. But it's so good. I have a friend who recently, in the last 6 months or so, has decided to go vegetarian. And she had been, as far as I know, a meat eater her whole life. So when the food truck came around, I told her about it. And I said, hey, why don't you come with me? So she came with me. And I pointed out a few of my favorites, including this bacon. She bought a pack of the bacon. She probably should have bought more. She bought a pack. I took her home. A few days later, she sent me a message. You were not kidding about that bacon. She goes, it's really good. So don't just take it from me. I have someone else who also agrees this bacon is good. The only bad thing, oh my God, so good. It goes down so fast. It won't take long for me to eat 4 strips of this. But that's okay. That's okay because we know in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, we're going to have something else to eat. So good. I just wanted to share that with you. Make it Mondays. It could be anything. Okay? It may not always be food related either. It might not be. So for today, I wanted to share with you what I had for breakfast. Because I have had a few people send me some messages saying, like, what do you eat in a day? So I don't know. Maybe we should do a video of what does Melissa eat in a full day and do like, here's everything I eat in a day. Is that something you guys want to see? I don't know. I know a lot of people like watching what other people eat in a day. I just didn't think anyone was interested in what I ate, but apparently some of you are. So let me know if that's something you want to see, and then maybe we'll do that one day. I'm not sure what Make It Monday is going to be next week. I got to think about it. But I wanted to share with you my breakfast. So what are you guys having for breakfast today? What did you have if you're watching this later in the day? I'm interested to know. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go eat my bacon, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.